Jensen and Lauren Goodman. Open questions. Go ahead.
Did you see this coming in practice yesterday or shoot around today? That's a pretty good first half.
It was actually really good. We were just talking about that in the locker room. We started off really well in the first quarter, and we've been having really good practices. But it's just really fun to see it like come all together and in action against an opponent. So that was fun.
How's your time?
Oh, I'm fine. It's more irritating.
The last game.
Hmm?
I said I saw that you hurt your thumb the last game.
Yeah, we're good. Nothing will slow me down.
Your ankle good? No,
We're fine. Everything's fine.
So you had a lot faster start, this game than you had last game. What were you seeing out there, to get going pretty quickly?
Honestly, I think it all came from our guards. They were moving the ball really well, which helped. They couldn't double team me all game for most of the game, and so just the fast pace that the guards were able to move the ball, Sharon I think really helped out, and that's how we were scoring so well.
Or I think it was your second shot. You drove into the paint and you went against the defender, just kind of threw it up and it went in there. Were you feeling it was going to be a good day after seeing that fall?
Yeah, I actually thought I lost a contact. So I was like, I just made that with one contact and I'm blind without them. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah. This is going to be nice.
So you need your contacts.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, without them, I'm...
Nearsighted or farsighted?
I can't see far, so...
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's nearsighted.
I guess if you're a post player, it wasn't so bad, but since you're on the art, you kind of be.
Yeah.
Please put that back in. Please throw me the ball.
What did you see defensively? You are getting so much pressure there early on at half court, and you're causing so many turnovers. Were y'all work on that in practice? Was that something you were emphasizing there this week?
Yeah, we work on everything that you see in a game we've done in the past week. So everything, we're prepared for pretty much anything that they're going to throw at us, and then we were prepared. We've been doing 12 for weeks now, so we were kind of prepared that they were going to have a certain kind of press rate coming out and knew probably what they were going to want to do, and so we were able to get steals and read off of their press break. So
speaking about your steals, you just kind of hunt after them out there. You're always making plays like that.
Well, my dad said if I was a boy, I would be a DB. So yeah, I just kind of read off of stuff, and I think it's easy whenever you have somebody like Ari and Braxton and people with really long arms to kind of distract them and throw lob passes. So I'm able to quickly go get the ball, and I'm in a good position back there to just kind of get a lot of run-throughs. So it's all based on the front line, and they do a really good job to allow me to get those steals.
And for you, Kaylee, how nice is it just to have someone like Lauren, just like another option like that, scoring-wise?
It's awesome. It's really nice to have someone to feed off of. I know that if she's driving and my person helps, she's going to throw it to me. If she throws it to me and they double, I'm going to throw it back out, and it just helps. She helps our offense get moving a lot more smoothly. It's nice to have her on the team.
You guys have a lot more bench depth, it seems, this year, too. How nice is that?
It's nice on the legs. It's nice that we get to come in and we get to run the floor as hard as we can. Maybe hopefully get some runouts. If we don't get the runouts, and the next line's coming in, and then maybe they'll get a run out. And it's just nice to keep having fresh people come in, and so we can attack the whole game, be aggressive the whole game.
Yeah, we'll see a few practices, and I think your practices are more competitive this year than last year. I think that's ultimately going to make you a better basketball team.
I would have to agree. We are very, we're kind of sisterly in the past couple years where we're like, oh, you go get the board. But now coaches are having it, if you don't get the board, we're running. So, we're very aggressive. It's cutthroat in practice, and we don't want to run, so we're always going at each other.
Competition's healthy, though.
It is.
In practice.
It is.
Because you guys do it the right way.
Were y'all scared for Tasha there, in the third when she took that charge, that hard hit?
No, she got a hard head, so she was fine. I was worried about the girl that took it again.
You guys, good first quarter and first half aside, kind of came out a little slowly in the beginning of the second half. Obviously, early season. You guys have a really tough non-conference schedule this year. What are you guys going to be doing in practice and just games from here on out to kind of remedy keeping your foot on the gas pedal so that you can when those big opponents come up, you guys won't be like battling just to stay in the game.
Yeah, I think we need to for sure have better practices. I mean, we've been practicing good as a collective, but I would say individually, just making more shots in practice and being even more game-like because of the competition we're going to play. Those minor details and mistakes that we're making now aren't going to, work whenever we're playing Tennessee and in Cancun or whoever we're playing. So I think for me specifically, I need to be a better practice player and then do exactly what I do in the games in practice, no matter what's going on or what drill we're doing, and to stay locked in for a full 3-hour practice, which is tough. But if all of us do that and we continue to get better every single day and every week, then our coaches prepare us and give us the things that we need to do to play these people. And we have the talent, so if we put all that together, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I concur. I think the major thing is that when we get through these 3-hour practices, they get long and they kind of suck, but I think that's our biggest thing is just we need to make sure we stay focused and we keep being just as aggressive and locked in the whole time. And I think that'll really help us in the second half, just so there's not a little lull and we just keep it going.
You guys are hitting your threes, it seems. Are you guys just in a zone out there a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we have really good shooters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we work on them. They work on them individually. We all do. And, if you have the confidence in yourself, and we have the confidence in all of our teams, so go ahead and shoot.
Go ahead.
Yep.
What can you say about Braxton coming in here as a freshman? She's the leading scorer off the bench today.
I like the way she plays. She is coming along really well. Her confidence has come a long way. I think she's a little shy like any freshman coming in, but she's picked that up a little bit, and I think that's helped her a lot with, scoring more, looking to score, get her shots in, and feeding the ball well and stuff like that. She's come a long way.
I think a key thing for a freshman or anybody who's coming off the bench or for any team is to have somebody who comes off the bench and brings energy, in case the starting five isn't doing something. I think she always has done that for the past couple games and scrimmages and stuff like that. She's been that person, and every team has one. And if she can keep that up as a freshman, it's tough to play big minutes and going into conference. But if she can keep this up, and the rest of our team as well to come in, Tasha, have good minutes, and Gentry and other players, I think that it'll really help us in the long run.
Can Jaden Hobbs play that role?
Yeah, also Jaden for sure.
Yes. We have a lot of people coming off
I
the
mean,
bench that just
it
our
could be
first
anybody.
5 comes out, our second 5 comes in, and it's not even a second 5. It's just the first one came out, which is really nice about our team. Like you said, we have all this depth, and so there's no letdown.
Anything else, guys?
How do you guys like the turquoise? Do you think you need to, with a first quarter like that, do you need to make it the official home uniform or something?
Right.
It's my favorite color,
I was
but
gonna say we look good in blue.
I just want to shoot free throws like Kaylee Jensen whenever I grow up. Okay, she was 5 for 5.
Any other questions?
That's it.
Go Pope.
Thank you.
You made it in the crowd. Go Bucks. Oh my gosh.
I was very proud of the start that our team got off to. I thought it was as good in the first quarter as we've been around here in a long time, and we just need to learn how to kind of sustain that over the course of a game. But very explosive first quarter. No one figures on shooting 72% from the floor in the first quarter, so it made it a lot of fun. But we got to take parts of that and just realize we can be really good if we continue to be patient offensively, swing the ball, find the open person. Thought we got a little dribble happy in the second, third, and fourth quarter, and we weren't quite as good offensively as we needed to be. Kaylee Jensen emerged and got back involved offensively, and thought Braxton Miller was really good tonight, the freshman from Dayton. So, any questions?
Yeah, you mentioned you passing it around. You're able to find a lot of people there in the post. Not only Kaylee or Mandy, but also Braxton. Even Lauren, you're able to find her there. Open people there in the post. How much does the guard play around the perimeter help you out find points there in the paint?
Well, we spent a lot of time last year with 4 people in the middle of the lane guarding Kaylee Jensen. So when you could put people out on the floor that have the ability to score in 5 positions, it makes you a lot harder to guard. It makes it a lot harder to double team the post. So, we just have more weapons, better shooters, and it's going to make it more difficult to double and triple Kaylee like people did last year.
You were harping over.
Running after last Friday, how do you think they did tonight, performance-wise?
That's still something that we got to work on a lot, and I think we had 7 offensive boards, and I'm very aware that when you shoot the ball a high percentage, there's going to be less opportunities to rebound, but we shouldn't be out rebounded by Wichita State, a smaller team.
Defensive pressure-wise, a lot of times in the first half there, at half court, you're getting turnovers there. You're causing a lot of, tenacity there for Wichita State. Was that something you worked on this week, something that you preached to get to cause turnovers early?
We've been working on that all year long about working on a half-court trap, three-quarter court trap, and I think that caused them a lot of trouble. It got them out of the flow, and I think a lot of that led to easy baskets for us. But we're more athletic. We can put 3 people up there that can move pretty well and anticipate pretty well, and I thought that defense helped us create a lot of offense tonight.
You guys, your players didn't really hesitate on some of their shots. Is that kind of is that a promising side for you?
Oh, we got some people that'll load it up now. Sometimes they need to hesitate a little bit more, but they're bashful isn't part of their vocabulary, and I'd rather have people that are looking for the shot and have to tone them down a little bit at times, but some of them shot the ball with a great deal of confidence tonight, and that's what it's all about. And we got to get some other players going, some key kids here that have always been good players in our program. We got to get them involved a little bit more offensively, but it's a good trait to know when you're open and not hesitate and stroke it.
You got kind of animated over there when Latasha Jones tried to take that charge earlier. How do you remember that at all? I think it was in the first half.
Yeah, I remember it, but I'm not going to talk about it.
And what do you say about your relationship with Keith Adams?
I'm aging myself here, but Keitha played for me at a small high school in Kansas, Oxford, and we're both very proud of being from there. And I coached her 6th, 7th, 8th grade and freshman year in high school, and then I left and went to a small NAI school, Friends University, and she went her freshman year there and was player of the year in the conference. And I believe she played with Shelley Budke there during the same time. So a lot of ties, very proud of her. She won and was very successful at UTEP. It's a difficult place to recruit to, sometimes a difficult place to coach to. She'll do very, very well at Wichita State. She's a good coach. She surrounded herself with good people, and I'm very, very proud of her. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Coach, is Gentry,
She's working through some injuries right now. She's a great kid. It's nothing.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, she's just injured right now.
All right.
We got to try to get her healthy. Yep.
Is leg, shoulder?